For our next concert, we will be welcoming guest conductor Lawrence Foster, who is already somewhat of a regular with the Nashville Symphony. He's been here once before, and there was an immediate wonderful chemistry between our wonderful musicians and this great conductor. Lawrence Foster was at one point music director of the Houston Symphony and has a great career in Europe, particularly in the Gulbenkian Orchestra in Lisbon, and as well as the Monte Carlo Philharmonic. Mr. Foster was so impressed with the virtuosity of our great players that one thing that he made sure to stress when we were discussing his return is that he wanted Jun Iwasaki, our concertmaster, to be a soloist in the program. He was so impressed with everybody, but he said, you know, you have a very special concertmaster, and I would like for him to be showcased in my program. And for that, he came up with a very interesting programming idea that involves rhapsodies. Mr. Foster has a Romanian background in his life, and he chose the great music of George Enescu, who's probably the most important Romanian composer of the 20th century. And he wrote two Romanian rhapsodies, number 1 and number 2, which are going to be performed in this program. But Béla Bartók, the great Hungarian composer, also wrote 2 rhapsodies for violin and orchestra, and Jun Iwasaki will serve as the concertmaster for these works. And Mr. Foster put the second half together, basically alternating the Bartók and the Enescu rhapsodies back to back, which will make for a very interesting musical journey, listening not only to the great folk music from Romania, but as well showcasing this wonderful Hungarian violin rhapsodies being played by Jun Iwasaki and accompanied by the Nashville Symphony. For the first half, Mr. Foster has decided to program the Brahms Third Symphony. And the reason for it is that, again, he was so impressed with the Nashville Symphony work ethic and the musicians' virtuosity that he wanted to bring one of the more standard pieces from the classical canon. And the Brahms Third Symphony is a work that I myself have conducted a few times in the past, and I felt that it would be a wonderful opportunity to have one of the great maestros in the world to come and bring this a new, fresh approach to this great, very well-known piece by Johannes Brahms.